Hello and welcome to my new Flosstube. This is going to be a wipparade and it feels a little bit weird filming over here. This is my living room. We built our home library a couple of weeks ago and it just feels weird filming here. And I brought a coffee. I usually don't do that and it just feels weird, but yeah, a wipparade. I'm going to make this easier on myself. I'm going to film this in parts. I always film my wipparades oldest to newest, and oh, my coffee is still really hot. To make it easier on myself, I will just film it in parts, and today I have my oldest whips. It's 2018 until 2021. So 4 years. It's only 16 whips. Let's get started. Just dive right in. Not everything will be ironed. Also, I won't remember every chart name or artist or charting company or what count I stitch it on. So I will put it somewhere in the screen together with a preview picture if I have it, and also a picture what it looked like last time. If I didn't work in it the past year, there won't be a preview picture because there's no progress for this year. Some of my projects I put away for a while. They're on a break, on vacation, in jail, however you want to call it. And yeah, I have a lot to show you. And it's weird sitting here because I put a chair next to me with some of my whips. There's a bag with other whips, and yeah, I just have to see. I think I will put everything on the ground when it's done. So 2018 was the year I started stitching, and my first two projects that were like trial pieces to see if I would like cross stitch, I finished them years ago, and my third piece was a full coverage, a big one. And it's the only project I have left from 2018, and it's in this big project bag. Project bag is made by Diane, Frog and Fudge. Her information will be down below. And this is stitched on 18 count Ada because I didn't like even weave, or I didn't understand how to stitch on even weave. It's not my preference. I like stitching on Ada, but mostly on 20 count, and this is 18 count. It's really big, so I don't know if I can show it. There's a bird in front of my window. It's so fun. I don't know if I can show it in its entirety while I'm sitting here. So let's try. This is King Coda Storyteller, artwork by Amy Stewart and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I didn't do a lot on it this year. I hope to work more on it next year, but this is, I can kind of see through the fabric. There's the bottom. It won't fit in, so maybe I will put in a picture. So I worked in the middle section. I will fold it so I can show you. I worked over here in this part. I think only like 1,000 stitches maybe, but the lower part of his leg and part of the book he is standing on. And the detail, it's really nice, but 2 strands on 18 count, it's just not my preference to work on. So yeah, I do want to finish it someday because it's beautiful. So 2019, I only have one whip left of that year as well. It's in a project bag I made myself, and the picture I have in here is faded. It's not a really good one, so I will put in a picture of the preview. It's Stitching in Quilt by Pour et Batecore, and I'm stitching this on a 25 count even weave 2/2, and it's coffee tea dyed by myself. And I didn't look at my old whip parade from last year yet, so I don't really remember what I did, but you have seen a picture. If there is any progress, I believe there is. It's not ironed, but here it is. It is really pretty. I really love the colors, and I believe I just finished the house. I don't know what you can see. The Ada I could see through, but this I can't. So I finished the house. And last year in my whip parade, I made all these goals for all of my whips. And I believe only 2 of them got finished. So I worked on the house, and I'm not setting goals, but I do want to work on this. Maybe to finish this block. And I have a frame for this piece since 2019. I have to paint it because it's silver, but it fits the style really well. So I hope the light and everything is okay. It's kind of an overcast day, and I have trees. My window is over there. There are trees before my house, so not a lot of light gets through. And also it's winter, so we don't have a lot of light. So I waited till the lightest part of the day, which is now, and I hope it will be okay. Let's go on to 2020. I have 4 whips left from 2020, and the first one is in this cute bag I made myself. I love the seals. And in here is Chickadees in Spring. I will put in a picture, there's too much glare. And the fabric came in the kit, and it's not nice. It was also a little bit too small to fit in a hoop, so I stitched on really roughly some extra fabric. I don't know if I worked on this year. I don't think so, but if I did, you will have seen a picture. And this is how far it is now. And I did iron it, but it creases really easily, this fabric. So I do want to focus on my older whips. There was a mistake in this one, which was kind of why I didn't work on it a lot over the last years. So we will see what will happen this year. Yes, it is the right one. In a bag made by Diane. In here is Princess Asleep by Yvonne Gilbert. I have a thingy on here. I believe I got it from Debbie, Creatively Yours. But it's making a lot of noise. I'm sorry. So this is Princess Asleep by Yvonne Gilbert. I don't know if I already said it. It's stitched on 20 count 1/1. And I did work on this year. I have a lot of parked threads, and this is how far I am at the moment. It's not that big. I don't know the percentage, but I just really enjoy stitching on it. and I stitch this kind of in a diagonal. I work on 3 blocks, then I go down in a diagonal, and the detail in this is just, yeah, I love it. Every square reveals something new, and here's a part, first part of her forehead. So yeah, I really love working on the full coverages, so you will see more of them. Then in this beautiful project bag by So Much to Love, this was a gift from a sweet friend. In here is my long dog Pandemic, and you can choose your own colors for this. I did work on it this year. On the bottom section I have a loose strand. I chose my own colors for this and I really like it. There are some parked threads. Let's see this. Ooh, I'm sorry. It's messy, but it's a work in progress, so it's okay. So this is the top section. There's nothing new over there. And then I go all the way down. And I worked in the third corner. I think I worked overall in the bottom section. I'm not sure. How do I show this? I think I worked from here on, or this flower, but I know I did this part this year. It's weird sitting here filming and not knowing how to hold everything. So there are some parked threads, and I'm doing 2020 because that was the year I got married, and I'm doing this as a wedding sampler. So this is the last one from 2020, and it's in a project bag by Good Fiber. I believe they are on Etsy, and in here is a Lady Stitch kit called Spring Fairy. I will put in a picture as well because, yeah. I swapped out the fabric from the kit. I believe it came with 16 count. Ada, yeah. I switched it for a 20 count, so I could do 1/1, and that is what I love the most. I will fold it in half because I only worked over here. So this is how far I am. At the moment there's no backstitch yet, and if I worked on it this year, it's down here. I really love the artwork, and I would love to work more on it. So from a distance the detail is just, it's really pretty. Up close, like the bird, it needs some backstitch. And there's the start of her wing over here. Yeah, really like it. So let's have a sip of coffee. And let's start with 2021. I have 10 whips left from 2021. I have one over here, and the rest are in a bag next to me. In here is a kit. It's just a laptop case, and it's this one. It's Daydreaming by Maresca, and I started it with my sister-in-law Jemima, the rocking stitcher, and she worked on the fox. And how the pages, because it's a paper pattern, I believe they are 4 or 2, and I worked over to this part, and she worked over here. And the next time I will work on the fox as well. But I believe I can reach this butterfly now. So maybe I will just go down or just work on the fox because it's beautiful. This is on the kit fabric, 16 count Ada, and I only have worked on the background. And like I said, I could work on the butterfly. I counted over because this background is half stitch mostly, except there are a couple of full stitches over here, but the rest, and the yellow is full stitch, but everything else is just half stitch, and it's boring. So I will work on the fox the next time. I will put the bag in front of me. Let's see which side I need to start. Yeah, over here. This is a bag I made myself. I really love it. And in here is Sunlit Fox by Dimensions. I thought I missed one, but it's okay. In here is the kit fabric. It's black Ada, 16 count, and it's really scratchy, and I don't like stitching on black, and it's this is everything I did. I believe this way is the right way up, or maybe it's this way. I don't know. So yeah, I was thinking about putting this one in timeout, but most of my other whips on dark fabric or kits like this went into timeout, and I kept this one out because I love this one the most. I think so. Yeah, no progress. Then the one I thought was missing in this cute bag, I made this myself, and this fabric I bought to make my daughter bedding for her doll bed. How do you say it? For her dolls to play with. She's much older now, but I love the memories for the fabric. And in here is also the My Dimensions kit. It's Cozy Cub. Yes. And I made a mistake on this one somewhere, so I need to figure it out and maybe count over to the other corner and stitch from there. This is everything I have done on it. No progress this year. And these are also half stitches, and I believe I miscounted somewhere. So yeah, or maybe I checked where the mistake was and I stitched over and down, and this is right. So I don't know, I have to figure that out, but I really like it, so I would love to work more on it someday. Then another one. In an earlier bag I made this, you can tie this in a bow, but really cute fabric. And in here is a paper pattern kit. It's not a kit, paper pattern for squirrel and bee. And I really love the image. I really do. And I have 2 pages done out of, I believe, 12. And yeah, let me show you. I didn't work on it this year. This is how far I am at the moment. Let me stretch it. So the fold won't be that visible. So I have a little bit of a problem with this one because there is a small hole in the fabric, really teeny tiny, and I did some iron-on interfacing. I don't even know if you can see it. Where is it? It's gone. It's over here. There's a teeny tiny bit, and I think I can stitch through it. So next time I will pick it up, I will work on this area over here, so I can see if the iron-on interfacing fixes the problem. I do hope so, because it's really pretty. It has some blends. Yeah. It is full coverage, but it's just, it is just something different. So I hope to work on that next year. Next one is this one. It's in a fall themed bag I also made myself. And in here is Foxy Fall. Let me see if I can show it this way. I think you can see it. It's from Faraway Design. And my plan was to finish this year. I don't think I can make it. It's the 12th of December at the moment. So I believe it only needs 4 days. So if I want to, I can finish it, but it's okay to finish it in January or in 2 years or whenever. This is stitched on a 32 count Murano, I believe. In the color, I don't know. So this is how far I am, and it's so sad because there is white on top of it still, and it's really showing up. How do I show this? It's really bright in person, and the fabric is more of a pinkish orangey tan than this beige what is showing up. It's more brown, so the white is showing up better, and I really like it. And I did work on it this year. Itchy nose. So then I have a big one. And I really love this one. If you watched me before, you know what is in here. Again, back by Diane. And in here is Mini Deer Creek by Donna Gelsinger, I believe. And I started it with a couple of stitchy friends. Most of us were doing the mini. Jemima is doing the regular version. And I'm really close to 70%. And I love it. So this is how far I am at the moment. I didn't stitch in it a lot this year. It kind of was my plan to finish it this year, but I didn't. And I won't. So let's see if I can show you a little bit more up close. I have no idea what you can see. Yeah, there it is. It just looks so real and so pretty. And maybe this area over here is all I did this year. I don't know. The white isn't really showing up at the moment. I have the feeling people can look in, well, they can if they walk by, but see me sitting here and holding up cross stitch, it's just weird. So yeah, I want to try and get to 70% this year. I will work on it this week, and this will definitely be a finish next year. Maybe in the summer. Maybe later. We will see. No plans this year. Then I have two patterns that kind of belong together. It's a boy and a girl version. And I bought this from China. I saw the picture once and I couldn't find it anywhere, and now I know you can get it. Is it on Etsy? I don't know. You can get it somewhere from the designer. It has a different name, and I bought it as a kit, and it's different than the one on the other side, of course. This is the boy version, and I have a son and a daughter, so I am stitching them both. Oh, it's in really bright flower bag. My son doesn't mind. He's okay with it. I didn't work on it this year, and I believe this way is the right way up, because usually I use a selvage at the top. I'm stitching this on 20 count 1/1, and there's not much to see yet. So that is the boy version. And then in this purple, beautiful purple bag, there's a girl version as well. And they just go together. And this girl is holding a unicorn, and my daughter loves unicorns, so it fits. It is fitting, however you say that. The amount of stitches is kind of the same. It is just scattered differently. So this is how far I am on the second one. A few leaves, bit of the sky. Also not really that much to see at the moment. And like I told before, some of my projects are in timeout, and I kept out the projects I really want to work on in the coming year. So I can't stitch on everything. I'm not making goals, but I hope to stitch on all of these whips I'm showing this year. Also, one of my earlier project bags, I made this out of a velvet and embroidered pillowcase, and it's so soft. I love it. What is in here? Ooh, it's a really intricate kit. I kitted up myself, but the pattern, it's called Tender Spring, and there are blends and a ton of backstitch and all the things, and I don't know which way is up. I believe this because there's a needle in there. It's on, I believe, 18 count Ada. It has a slight modeling. It's more blue than it's showing up right now, but this is how far I am. I didn't work on it this year, but I really love the colors, and how it will look is just, it's stunning. So I believe I only have one whip left for 2021. Yes. Also in a bag made by Diane. They are really sturdy, these bags, and I really like that for my full coverages. In here is Daydream Tiger, and it's by Sheena Pike and charted by Charting Creations. I believe it's my only Charting Creations. I didn't work on it this year yet. This is the only full coverage I didn't work on yet this year. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. There's no progress for now, but I really like the bright colors. But it's big, like huge, really big, and it's not something that I will frame and hang somewhere in my house. And most of my other full coverages are, but I also realistically know I won't finish everything, and I love stitching on the bright colors. So yeah, but I really do love it. I love tigers and bright colors, so, or wild animals in general. So this is the last one for this part, and I think I will have 2 more parts. One for 2022 and 2023, because together that are 14 whips, and I have no idea how much I started this year, and I don't know if I will include finishes or just I don't know. But this part is done for now. I will finish my coffee and I will be back with part 2. So, part 2. It's been a couple of weeks since I filmed part 1. I'm in my sort of regular spot again. It's winter break. So my kids are at home. My husband has a few days, I believe a week, of vacation, and they are downstairs entertaining themselves. So I thought, let's take some time and finish the whip parade. I have a lot of whips still to go. I believe there are 23 or 24 left. I finish this, and maybe I will also include the books I've read over the last year. There are only 4.5. So I think it will be fun to include at the end. So, itchy nose, right up. So, I showed my whips of 2018, 2019, 2020 and 2021 already. So for 2022, I only have 3 whips left. And the first one, I hope everything stays here, is in this beautiful project bag. A bag by Diane Frog and Fudge. And in here is Quick Stitch Sleep Time. It's by Zero Marchetti. And it's the color expansion. Yes. And again, I will put everything on top of the screen because I don't remember everything. So this is a really special one. I started with 2 of my sweet friends, Jemima the Rocking Stitcher and Elisa from Crafting in Colorado. And this is how far I am. I did quite a bit on this, or it feels like a lot. But I finished part of his face over here. I worked my way down and I think I did half of what is here. It's not a lot, but yeah. I think when more is visible, when I can see what I'm stitching on, I will enjoy stitching it even more. And the fabric is way bigger than it's supposed to be. I believe it only will be until here, and it's a long piece. You will have seen the preview. It's still folded in half, but I won't need all of the fabric. So yeah. And again, I will put it on the ground because it's a lot. Then in a floppy bag by Diane, in here is also a Hate. This is a mini tea and books, and it's by Bridget Aswood. I didn't do a lot on this because I'm still in the background and there's a lot of background, but I did quite a bit. It is from 2022. This is 2 years. I did last year, I did most of this, and now I filled in and worked my way down. And the first interesting thing, if I keep to the pages, is around here. Just in the corner will be start of the butterfly, I believe. So for now, just background. And stitching background, especially all these browns and beige, it's boring. And some people are starting it the no background version, or just starting in the middle, but then you have all the background left. So yeah, I don't know. I will just work on it, so every now and then. Another floppy bag by Diane. And in here is also a hay by Melanie Dellen. And this is Whispers. And this is a color expansion. I have no idea what I did on her this year, but I did work on her maybe in the beginning of the year. I don't remember. Let me get all the hanging threads out of the way. And this is how far she is now. And she will be stunning when she's done. But I have to rip out part of it, because over here I always end my threads lower, but the light colors don't cover them up. So it's part is shadow, but part is the darker threads underneath. So I have to take all of this out. Or maybe I will just start over. No, I won't start over. But I don't know how much I have to take out to fix that. Maybe all of this. I don't know. Something for the next time. But I really do love how she's coming together. And maybe I will just stitch on and maybe it won't be that visible. I don't know. On to 2023 already. I have 11 whips left from 2023. And the first one is in a bag I made myself. And in here is a Red Mermaid by RTO. This is what it will look like when it's done. Now, I don't believe I stitched on this year. Fabric is really scratchy. And the reason I don't stitch on it is because of the dark fabric. And I don't know about the margin. You can see through the fabric, but it's a really small margin, and yeah, I don't know. If I fold it, you won't really look through it. There's a needle still in here. That's not okay. So same as last year, just one strand of one color, maybe 1.5. Yeah, I don't really like stitching on dark fabric. Oh, fabric between, or thread between the zipper. Then in a fun Alice in Wonderland fabric, I really love this fabric. I made this myself, and in here is a special whip, also on dark fabric. I found a wonderful image of Alice in Wonderland, and I was looking for something similar to stitch. I couldn't find it, so I asked a friend if she could chart the pattern for me. She did. And if I stitch it on black, it will eliminate 60% of the pattern. But I hate stitching on black. And I will show you half of the fabric. It will be huge. And this is all I have done. I don't like stitching on black. So I am thinking about restarting it on not a white, because black is, you will see a little bit through it, maybe more of a brownish fabric, and just start over, because I don't gravitate working on black, but I do want to work on this piece. Just not on black. With the lighting, and it's hard. I have my notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. Another floppy bag, and I love this print. It's so summery and bright. In here is, I believe, another Hade. Yes, it's by Andrea Leverly. Oh no, it's a contemporary cross piece, and it's called Full Moon. It's the mini version, and this year I finished the first page. I didn't stitch a lot on this in the first half of the year, so in the last half I thought, let's stitch on it because it will be beautiful. First page is done. I love the colors, and on the original there are brush strokes, so it is a bit patchy, but I like the look for this piece. So yeah, and I don't know if I will go down or go over. We will see the next time I will pick this up. Then this is in a small bag I made myself, and in here is, what is this called? It's Forest Princess, and this is it's not from Etsy. I don't know where I bought this pattern. Lydia, Lovely Stitches, she stitched this as well. She finished it by now, I believe. I think so. And I don't remember where we got this pattern. No, I don't know. It has blends and fractional stitches, so it is on a, I believe this is a 14 count. Did I dye it myself? I believe so. And this is how far it is. You can see the outline of her face. I stitched some of the background in half stitches there. And it will be really, really pretty when it is done. With the girl and the fox. And I really like the blue fabric. So, next up. Also in a project bag I made myself. This fabric, oh, I love it. Yeah, and the inside, I love the inside even more. It has all the cute little animals. It's from the same series of fabric. In here is Fox View. And I didn't stitch on it this year. I picked it up last week to stitch on it, but the light was just not okay, and I can't remember if I stitched with 1 or 2 threads, but now I look at it and I believe it's 2. This is on a 32 count color and cotton, Lugana, and the name of the color is Parthenon, and this is all I have. And the fabric, it's huge. It's 17 by 26 inches and I haven't cut it yet, so I will do that as soon as I know how long, high the piece will be. Yeah, I just gravitate to working on full coverage at the moment. I really like that, and also more the colorful pieces. Yeah. Then, oh, it's a good one. This is one of my favorites, not bright colors, but full coverage. This is by, it's from Stitches So Beautiful on Etsy. Stitches So Beautiful. I didn't write it correctly, but it is from Stitches So Beautiful, and the artwork is by Dutch lady Mystic Art, and it is Wise Owl. And I worked on this yesterday, and yesterday I finished 2 pages, which together made the first row complete. And it's so pretty. It's folded, so the rest is behind it, but oh, I really love these colors. It's like a night sky or something, I don't know. And the leaves in the background, yeah, I can't wait to stitch his face of the owl. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. Just once more. This really is one of my favorites at the moment. Maybe even my favorite. Yeah, I believe it is. Then, in an owl bag, it's not an owl. Again, I love this fabric. In here is a pattern from a magazine. I don't remember which one. It's a series of 4, but I think I will only stitch the fox. There are multiple mistakes in this one, and I just decided to fudge it, because where the mistakes are is in a tree or leaves, and they are organic. So if it's a little bit smaller or the shape is different, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it is really cute. I love the colors, and I was planning to finish this year, but I won't. But it is really beautiful. The tree will continue without the background and just a lot of leaves. There's a little flying thing. So, and these leaves will just get bigger over here. So, really cute. So, then we're flying through. Let's see. Oh, this project bag, I love it so much. It's made by my friend Joanita, and the fob is by Lydia. And I have a problem with this whip, because I was stitching from a book, Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon, and I finished one of the projects, which is here, and I will show at the end, and I misplaced the book, and I looked everywhere, but I can't find the book. Yeah, so the projects don't have names in the book. I will try and find a preview, maybe online somewhere, but I don't have the book here. But I do have a whip, and I call it Little Things, and it says enjoy the little things, and there are just all the insects and animals around. And this is how far I am for now. Just small animals. And there will be mushroom and just the small things of nature. But I really have to find the book. And when I was organizing, I hoped I would find it, but I didn't. So, I don't know where it went. Let's see. Oh, another one I really like. In this beautiful bag. And this is Evening Serenity, and it's from Cross Stitch for Everyone on Etsy. and I believe it's Daphne Populeurs, the artist, and it's called Evening Serenity, and it's a really big piece, and I just finished the first partial page. But the purples and blues, and yeah, I do really like it, but there's nothing to see yet. So I believe I will go over and the ear of the fox will appear in the 3rd page. I don't know. And this is just a massive pack of fabric. It's huge. It will be enormous. And this is still folded in 4, I believe. So it will be really big, which means I can enjoy it for a really long time to stitch on it. Yeah. Then let's see. I have to laugh because this is barely a whip, but it's a whip. It's in this little bag, and in here is also the fabric I want to use for finishing it. I found this fabric and it fits it so perfectly. But yeah, I'm a little bit ashamed. It is supposed to be a travel project, but it never made it in my travel bag, and I don't even know which way is up. I have no clue whatsoever. I will just put it back back in the little project bag and figure out where I need to start and just stitch on it, because it will be really cute. Yeah, it will be. The last one for 2023 is the 2024 stitch along from magazine I don't remember. All the parts are out, and I use this, I don't know what type of bag it is, but I thought it was cute. So in here is everything for the stitch along, and I was on track for the first 3 or 4 months, and then I wasn't. But it is really cute. It's on, there's a needle in there. I need to stop doing that. It is on 20 count, and the back stitch is done with regular sewing thread because it's thinner, and I really love the detail. If I need to do back stitch on 20 count, I always use sewing thread. It's just really nice, and it's getting dark already, so I hope the light will be okay. But this will be so pretty when it is done. I really like the detail that the back stitch gives. So yeah, I hope to finish this one in the coming year, because yeah, just because. That was the last one for 2023. Now I have 12 whips from this year, so there won't be, this was what it looked like before. Let's dive right in. And this project bag, every time I see it, it makes me so happy. I really like this one, and I only had enough fabric to make just one. The size is just a little bit weird, but it's so cute. It's little duckies with clouds because I didn't have any water. But yeah, in here is a Hate, also by Melanie Dellen, and this is Mini Blossom, and she will be so pretty when she's done. but I'm stuck in the background still. Oh, I can just show it like this. It's just, I believe it's black, blue, and a teeny tiny bit of gray over here, and nothing much to see. I hope next year I can move down into her face or just her eyes or something, because this is boring. I need to see what I'm stitching on. And the colors are really beautiful with blues and pinks and purples, and yeah. Another beautiful project bag I made myself. I really like this one. In here is an Etsy project, and I started it for my son. It has just a lot of blends, and yeah, that didn't really make me happy. This is the name of the designer, and it's called Sparkle. And my son loves axolotls and dragons, and this is somewhere in between. So he picked out the fabric he liked for it, and it won't be that big. Let's see, this way is up, and it's just his jaw, teeny tiny bit. And this is 20 count Ada, and it's just pink, blue, teal, green splashes. It's really fun fabric. And because I had so many whips, I just didn't know what I have anymore. So that's why some of them are in hibernation, so projects like this can move forward again. So yeah. Next one, also one I neglected really badly. Another cute project bag, and in here is a bookmark I'm making for my daughter, and I don't know why I don't stitch on it, because I think it's a combination of the fabric that I don't really like and the multiple color changes. It will just say her name in variegated rainbow letters, and it is long enough, but this fabric, it's crazy. Look at the sparkles. It will just say her name, and the letters are a gradient. This is the J, and there are also white dots with sparkle. So it's a thing. I never seen the sparkle of the fabric so brightly. Yeah. But it suits her really well. So that is one I really need to finish soon. Also in a Alice in Wonderland project bag, and this is directional. I really like this fabric. I ordered like a lot of it. In here is a Bird Nerd, and I don't remember the name of the, what was it, boomerang stitches, that was it. And they also have a Flosstube channel, she and her sister, and it's called, don't know, Hathaway Stitchers. That's it. I'm actually halfway with this one, and I would love to finish this before spring, so I can frame this and hang it near my the garden door, because it's so bright and fun. Yeah. So cute. Then another really teeny tiny start in my Dutch Mania project bag. there were many people who gave out charms, and I put them all on one fob. So this reminds me of Dutch Mania. In here is a teeny tiny project. I don't know why I put it in there. There's just 2 colors, and it's a chart by Emma Congdon. It's called My Heart is in the Garden, and it's from a magazine. I don't remember which one. And I'm using these 2 purples. I'm stitching it on a blue 20 count, and it is again a teeny tiny start. But it will be beautiful when it's done. This is also one, because it only has 2 colors. I would really like it for a travel piece, or what I like to have is 1 or 2 projects downstairs. So if I have just a couple of minutes, something I could grab and work on. So yeah, it's sliding off the pile. It's, yeah. Just a couple of projects left. Oh, slip and slide everywhere. Again, a bag by Diane and Fudge, and in here is a pink celestial butterfly. It's by Pink Lily Patterns on Etsy, and it's not a big start because there was a lot of confetti. Let's see, where even is my stitching? It's in here. Whoop. This will be a really big piece, and this is how far I am at the moment. Yeah. The top part of the flower, the detail will be beautiful when it's done, but it's just over this entire length. It's just 1 stitch here, 1 there, next color. And yeah, some of them I parked, but I need to move through the confetti. And this is another one. It will be so amazing when you can see more of the pattern. And the same was true for the next one. I love this project bag. Oh, there was a hair on it. I made this project bag myself, and it's just so fun and bright. In here is a project. It's called Curious Girl, and it's from Etsy, but I don't remember the shop. And this one had the same problem with the confetti, but when I got through the confetti, it was easy going. So this is all of it. It will be quite small, and the part where the black meets the hood and the flower, oh man, it was confetti crazy. But now there is still some confetti, let's be honest, there is, but I got most of this pinks and oranges done in 2 or 3 days. So yeah. And it's really cute, and it's not that big, so yeah, I just need to power through the confetti or background in some pieces, and it all will be all right. So in here, not fitting in the project bag at all, is a piece I started just a couple of months ago for my husband. We both really enjoy reading, we love books, and you saw in the first clip we built our home library, and this piece with the reading mouse or rat or whatever, it just really reminds me of him. It suits him. So I started this when we ordered our bookcases. And this is how far I am with it. And this was just one session of a couple of days. But yeah, I like the detail in the brick. Start of the ear. It will be big, but it will be so fun to see more of it. And it needs a bigger project bag. I will just put it here. Then one. This was nowhere in my notes. I don't know when I started this. I know it was this year. But it's a bedtime story by Sue Richer AI from Cross Stitch for Everyone. So it is from Etsy. And I started this year, but I don't know when. And this one I start from left to right, just in rows. And last week I finished the second row. The colors! This one is so fun, so bright, and I just love it. And the first 2 rows I went like this. And now I went back from this side, but I don't like stitching back. It's not back, but you get what I mean. So the next row I will just start over here again. It's so fun. And because this one is so colorful, I really enjoy stitching on this. Also one of my favorites. Yeah. So we're almost done with the whips. That was quick. So I gave up. I will put it in later. I only have a couple of them left. This is one of my older project bags. It's actually a computer laptop case. And in here is a kit. Let's see if I can find the... Yeah, here it is. It's from Lydia Stitch. And it's called Summer Dreams. And it's just full cross. And I really love it. I want to sleep there. I subbed out the fabric for a 20 count. And I only stitch on it once. It's still in the hoop. But it will be so fun when it's done. Just a summer piece or spring. So, then I only have 2 left. Also not fitting in the project bag because it's in the hoop. This is one with an explanation, I think. Both of my kids, they started stitching. My son on and off, but my daughter, she really likes it. So in my next update I will show her unicorn she's working on, and I think by the time of my next update she will be done. But my son, he doesn't like the counting and seeing where he has to go. So I was browsing Etsy, as we do, and I saw this pattern, and it says Home Sweet Home, and it has all these cute flowers, and I will put up a picture. And I thought, what if I stitch the outline and they can both stitch, color it in with cross stitch. And it's on 14 count Ada, so it's easy to see. And I just started the outline with a cute little bee and a clover, flower, hearts. This is the center, this heart. So it will be a longer piece, but it will be really cute and so fun to work on it together. So over the next weeks, I believe maybe they can start in filling in, for example, the flower or whatever. So yeah, and I don't use DMC for this. We have a box of just random brandless floss, and they can do with it whatever they want. I kitted up both of them a pattern for themselves. My son hasn't started it yet, but my daughter did. So it's their floss. So yeah. Then the last one. That went quick. In this cute travel project bag. I made it myself, and I really love this size for small projects. In here is a kit, and it is a kit where you can make fridge magnets on plastic canvas. And I made a kit before with just butterflies, and this has 4 other insects, and I started with the bumblebee. And I bought this at Iris Borduurt, and I will link the shop in the description, but maybe you can find it somewhere else as well. I don't know where you can find this brand, but it's cute and it's fun, and you get 2 pieces of the plastic canvas, and you can fit 2 animals on each sheet of plastic canvas. So this is the start of the bee. There is some lighter colors down there with half stitches. It's not really showing up, but it's cute. And I believe this is already the center of the first animal, insect. Yeah. And I just started this not that long ago, actually, because the shop owner also wrote a book, and I wanted to read the book, but as cross stitch can travel alone, books can't either. So I combined it with a cute kit. These were all the whips. So it was 32 in total, which is not that bad, but some of them there are extra projects in hibernation. The finishes, I have, I believe, only 5 finishes. 2 of them were model stitches for needle lot design, and I will put in pictures here. It was a Dreamy Forest, and I really loved stitching that one. And it came out so beautiful. The way the colors flow with her patterns are perfect. I really recommend checking out her shop. And the second one was Art Nouveau Tiger, I believe it was called, and it's this one. And also the colors, and yeah, I really love stitching those. Then I have 2 teeny tiny full coverage finishes. They are bookmarks, so they are small. They were from a kit. I don't know what the kit was by. I don't know. But this was the first one, and it is fully finished with iron-on interface on the back. And I made this one for my husband. And if you watch my channel, if you have watched me before, the pattern was terrible. The books were crooked, but they didn't look like books, and I just didn't like it, so I recharted most of the books for this one and for the second one as well. This one is still just a cross stitch, but it's for myself, so I don't mind. I changed the color of the ink bottle thingy, and I changed most of the books. This was really weirdly charted with laying books, but there were spaces between them, so, and this part as well. So yeah, they are just tiny but cute. I also switched the fabric for this one. It was supposed to be on 14 count, I believe, or 16, and these are on 20 count. Then I have one bigger finish, and I still need to frame it nicely because it's just put in the frame. And this is from the same book, Cross Stitch for the Earth, and I call this 4 Seasons. I started with the fall piece in fall, winter in winter, and then I lost track. So at the end of the summer I just finished it, or maybe just in fall again, but I really like it. It's so fun and bright, and all the white parts aren't stitched, so it's just the fabric, also the mama geese or duck, and the white rabbit up there. They are just not stitched, but it's the effect. I really love it. Yeah. So those were the finishes. I believe this was my entire whip parade. It was a long one. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Just thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment your favorite whip, so maybe I can focus on that next year. I think that would be fun. And I will be back with a regular Flosstube in the beginning of January with everything I worked on between my previous video and the next one. So if you don't want to miss that, please hit the subscribe and the bell so you will get a notification when I upload. And yeah, so again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending some of your time with me. I hope you're happy that you're stitching, and I will see you again next year. Bye bye.